9. We are in this day of mastery on the double ones. Mastering yourself, doing yourself so well that you become an inspiration and aspiration to other people, place, things, situations around you. And we love it here that 11 also comes into a 2. You already know what to do. We're in this space of wisdom. This is Chokma on the 2. We're in the space of balance, harmony, law, righteous truth. 2 also deals with the Taurus house. This is what we value, what we prioritize in our space, our Venusian energy, and how we vibrate to our vortex with the Venusian vibes. VVV, that's on the 4s, right? So on this day of mastery, this double 11, this double of knowledge, double of fun, that brings us into the wisdom. We're going to take that 11, we're going to put that into the month of 2. So we're dealing with 2 kind of twice in some type of way, shape, or form, whether we're dealing with it with the 11 number of mastery or the month of 2. This is the month of balance, harmony, justice, truth, and righteousness. This is the month of Taurian energy as well as the Libra Mayat scales. What we value, what we prioritize, finding balance between the materialistic and the spiritual realm, and we move in gratitude as we find that balance, and we learn that what you attract in the physical is a representation of where you're at in the metaphysical or spiritual realm. Yeah, I like it there. Right, so we're going to take that 11, we're going to put it into the 2. That brings us to 1 and 3. That's a karmic debt number, right? Because when you come into the space of mastering self, and then you want to have the wisdom and alignment with mastering yourself, of course you're going to have to learn how to express what you know, right? That's the 3 into the 2. You're going to have to learn how to understand, stand under what you know, right? And when you stand under what you know, you come into a 4, which is, stability, freedom, America, right? So, with that 1 and 3, you really learn how to take action on your emotions, your understanding, all that fun stuff. And that's what really creates the foundation, or the freedom of self, that you create in your 4, right? So we're going to take that 4 of Chesed. 4, there's the 4th house. That's Cancer energy. That's the moon, right? Nurturing, feminine, matriarchal energy. And we love it here. And 4 also deals, like I said, with Chesed. That's Pisces and Neptune, the subconscious, the dreams, hidden agendas. We love it there in those deep waters of the 4s. But 4 is also like a strong, stable energy, right? Because we built things on the 4 on the squares, right? So we're going to take that 4 and we're going to harvest it into the year of 9. This is the year of reaping what you sow. So like you're going to reap it. And we move in gratitude as we do so, right? 9 is the number of completion and wholeness. This is the utopia vibe. 9 is associated with Sagittarius energy of being optimistic and generous and abundant and expansion. Pay attention to your sacral chakra this year. Pay attention to your reproductive self this year, as 9 also deals with Yesod and the Merkaba. This is Cancer. This is the energy of being born in supreme mathematics, right? So we're going to take this energy of 4 that we got from adding the month and the day together, and we're going to put it into the 9. And it brings us back to 1 and 3. It brings us back to that karmic debt number of learning how to take action on what you feel, taking action on what you understand, expressing what you know. Overall, today is a day of 4. Today is a day of Chesed. Today is the day of the 4th house, Cancer energy. We move in gratitude, especially as the moon sits over there in Cancer constellation today, pre-gaming us for that Leo moon energy we're going to feel tomorrow. It's going to be really exciting, right? So happy day of 4, y'all. In the gematria of the things, 4 is associated with the letters D, M, D. D being fire, taking action. The letter M being water, this intuitive self. And then the letter V being earth, bringing it into the physical realm. And we love the 4s, right? And so let's get into the Netaroos. But before I do that, let me shout y'all out over YouTube. I see you guys having conversations over here. We love it here, right? Peace, Gregory from Brazil. Yay! I'm over here in the States. Hey, Vince, what is this? This is today's mathematics. Today's day is 4. It's a great day for my 4 life pathers, because you guys love stability. So today's a stable day for you guys, as well as tapping into your imagination for the Pisces energy, or focusing on your home and family of the Cancer energy or the moon vibes. 4s, the days of 4s is also good for 1s, because you guys like to be in leadership, being dependable and reliable. 7 life pathers, because for some reason you guys have an addiction to being alone, which, becoming your own space of stability helps you do that. 8s, you guys have a good time here too. And today in the 8s, because 4 is half of 8, you learn how to be like on one side of things instead of being, on both sides of things. 3, 6s, and 9s and 5s, you guys learn how to be balanced and, grounded. But you guys also could tap into the water energy of 4, being associated with Chesed, Pisces energy, or the Cancer moon energy. However way you want to play with the 4. It goes back and forth between earth and water. Grim, no clue. Hopefully I answered your question. Today's mathematics as well as the astrological astronomical report. And then we also get into the calendars from different cultures. So, if you're interested in what the calendar looks like for ancient Kemet, Hindu, Hebrew, we're gonna get on into all of that in a moment. Hey Martin, hey FNS, thank you for the compliment. Is she just mumbling? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Am I not speaking? Am I not enunciating create correctly? Hey Rohan, thank you for the compliment, aka AK, excuse me, peace. Gregory, peace. Hey JJ, Benjamin. Yeah, BB, what's up? Hey Benjamin. To answer your question, BB, it's coffee. It's coffee every time. Buff Emo, what's up with you? I love you too. Steven. You know what? That was came a walk with you, Steven. That was actually a question on a what do you call it? Damn it. Oh, a trivia game I was playing. I couldn't think of the word for a moment. It was like, what is Scotland's animal or whatever, national animal? And it's unicorn. I thought that was so crazy. That's because unicorns exist. Did you know that you need a license to have a unicorn in Michigan? I think is the place. Isn't that crazy? That's because they exist. Peace from the Philippines. Welcome from the States. Hey, Esmeralda. Only numbers I don't know. Let's stay on Earth. Life is so short, so you should live it. We will get in there. We will get there in the end. Absolutely, I agree, Vince. And there's different kind of like mindsets you can have while you're on Earth. And some people like to be in the numbers and the stars, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all have our things. Some people like to be in the philosophy. Some people like to be in the sciences. Some people like to be in the economics realm and make money. Some people like to be, in the hippie realm and just be amongst nature and animals. Some people like to be in the medicine realm. It's whatever reality you want to live in on this earth. Isn't that, I think that's so beautiful that you can choose whatever reality, whatever jargon, whatever, costume and mindset you want to have here. You can have that here. And so we all have the power to have that here. And, I just think that's so beautiful. You're a Pisces. I'm on the opposite side of you. I'm a Virgo. I'll subscribe if you write to the song KB Miracles. It's a beautiful rap song. I gotta check that out. Just More Racing. What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Virgo. Scotland isn't even a real place. Is it? That's how I feel about Jersey. I'm like, Jersey's not even a real place. San Francisco says, "Saw, dude." Hey, Hirsch. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm from Jersey. Hi, Anthony. Peace to the God. Hi, Steven. How you doing, honey? I'm good. How are you? Nothing wrong with it. Gotta go to bed. It's 8 a.m. here. Oh, you just going to bed at 8 a.m., Vince? It's 3 a.m. over here, so you have a good evening. Good night. Good morning. I hope you enjoy your Tuesday. Is it Tuesday over there, or are you guys sleeping into Wednesday? I don't know. Some of you guys are like in the future. I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited for when we discover new lands that are like 2, 3 days away. Isn't that gonna be crazy? Like, you guys are like already into Friday. Woo! Wild. So let's get into the Netaroots because we just established that today is a day at 4 and it's associated with the letters D and V, right? It's associated with the elements fire, water, and earth. So we're gonna get into the number 4. Oh, you're on the night shift. On the night shift. I like the night shift. Not mustard. Okay, so 4 is associated with Mayat or Seshat. In the Canaanites, this is Zikael. In the Kabbalah, this is Jadula or Chesed. We talked about that. In Yoruba, this is Ajay Shigulia. In Hindu Kush is Lakshmi, right? The planet over the number 4 is Jupiter. For those of you guys born on Thursdays, you might feel like a little rush today because Jupiter is associated with Thursdays. The number is 2. The gems for today is yellow sapphire, lapis lazuli, and the metal tin. Sky blue for the spiritual hikal, yellow for planetary today. As far as in your baths, you want to have thuja, anise, and honeysuckle. For the oils for today is anise and oak moss. Incense is aloes and anise. Hikal or the mantra's word of power. For spiritual is Shring, Shring. For planetary is Ong, Grang, Green, Grong. The Secret. Oh, I just read The Secret. I do a book club. I read books up here too. I don't know if you knew that, but we read The Secret like in the beginning of January. Very good read. I saw the documentary years ago. Years ago. And so to read the book today was like a nice like full circle to not today. I think you knew what I meant. I don't have to over communicate that. But yeah, it was like a nice full circle. Spiritual direction is the southeast, and the mundane direction is the west. As far as the spiritual or the personality portfolio of today, some positive traits is being just, equilibrated, holistic, generous, sharing, optimistic, liberal, magnanimous, moral sense, striving for advancement and wealth in a positive manner, religious, successful, fortunate, law abiding, fair, charitable, deferring to elders, no trafficking with evil, grateful, and prudent. Some negative traits for today: being greedy, negatively expansive for food, sex, material things, etc., pleasure seeking, boastful, extravagant, unlawful, materialistic, wasteful, unsocial, unsuccessful, unfortunate. Whenever I hear that word, I'm like, poor, unfortunate souls. Hypocritical regarding religion and law, false religion, legal and scientific tenets. Some mental traits for today is synthesis, gaining insight into things by unifying them through the use of abstract analogies, which is what Chesed does. It's where you get your, like Vince said, the secret. The secret is when you're utilizing your Chesed. So today is like a great day for imagining things and bringing it into your vortex. And that is the balance between 4 being the water of Piscean energy of Chesed, and 4 being, associated with the letter V, which is Venus, your vortex vibration, right? Um, yeah. Hence, well fitted for philosophical and theoretical scientific religious pursuits. Some careers or functions that may be on the forefront today: judges, very experienced lawyers, theoretical scientists, theoreticians, theologians, bishops, cardinals, bankers, merchants, upper echelon priests and priestesses, fortune hunters, and officials and managers. As far as the spiritual portfolio and function goes: doctrine of divine law and order, optimism, faith, love, abundance, success in an individual undertaking, and spiritual advancement. We're talking about Mayat here, and Mayat walks with a Papyrus scepter. She achieves abundance, and Mayat's Papyrus scepter fuses divine law with the abundance that follows from living it. Its color green symbolizes abundance and fruitfulness, while the papyrus, which was used for writing, symbolizes the book of the law. She realizes that even her enemies are integral parts of the whole, and thus works and shares with them. Seisha raises her consciousness to the hall of the Metuneter and realizes the ultimate unity of all things. There is no irreconcilable opposites in the world. This is a source of an undaunted optimism, faith, and inner joy, which reveals themselves in a peaceful, genuine smile and relaxed, which is Hetep, right? State of being, even in the midst of setbacks and the greatest external difficulties, right? Mayat, which is the divine law, is the food and drink of Ra, which is the life force. She nourishes her life force, Ra, with the divine law and gives endlessly her love, shares, seeking nothing in return. There is no need to her worldly fortune, as her giving is answered from the depths of Nut. Perseverance is adhering to a belief system based on the cosmological arrangement and synthesis of divine laws, such as achieved through the tree of life, leads to success in all undertakings, as the view of the unity that is concealed in the midst of multiplicities that life presents to us is never lost. A collection of wise sayings and divine laws, however true, cannot save us if they are not arranged in an integral system of guiding us in our day-to-day experiences. We have seen how abstract analogies presented in this book, especially the symbols of the tree of life, serve to unify specifics across general categories. Unless the elements making up our belief system, whether secular or religious, are unified in this manner, they become enslaving agents of dogma instead of vehicles of salvation. And that is a word, y'all. So, like Venus, Jupiter is responsible for the conservation, preservation, and expansion of the life force and spiritual power. It's the establisher of physiological equilibrium and fruitfulness. Hence, it is the Fortuna major, which is the major fortune, and greater healing force in the body. So aligning that heart chakra with that sacral chakra is definitely key, for your physical and your non-physical stuff. And we move in gratitude. Okay. Mathematics. Grilling a cone dog. What's a cone dog? Is it like a corn dog? I like peaches. I had bought some peaches, but they weren't ready. I hate when it's like, I don't like to use the word hate. I didn't mean to say hate, but I dislike when they like sell fruit like way before it's time. Anyway, So we went to the mathematics. Now let's get into the astrological astronomical report, right? We start the day off with a 98% waxing gibbous moon. We're still in that moon of building. We're building on the tangible things in our space, the physical stuff that we want, right? Moon rising at 4:37 p.m. and setting at 6:42 a.m. In our mindset as well as in our auric body or our spiritual self, that is the tropical and the draconic chart. The moon is in Leo, so it's providing that cultivating energy, that nurturing space, that emotional energy towards our Tippereth, our heart, our confidence and courageousness, our thespian self. So wherever Leo is in your chart, you're feeling that wait a minute. Wherever Leo is in your chart, you're feeling that emotional, like, nurturing, it's, expansion there. And it's fun there, right? Because this is all happening in the ninth house. So it's happening in that Jupiter house in alignment with today's mathematics, right? Hello, Balu. Hi, Sabu. Sabu? Did I say it right? I don't know. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but peace to y'all. We are in Cancer in the Vedic, so in happenings, the moon is in its home space of Cancer. So it's in that space of providing us with the nurturing that we need. And hold on. Let me guess for a second, guys, because it looks like they're trying to stop you, girl. No, I'd be streaming on multiple platforms at one time, right? Yeah. So we're feeling all that in our home and family, our matriarchal, our emotional self, nurturing is the key here, being tapped into your third eye, your intuitive self, excuse me, all that fun stuff, and expanding ourselves in that realm of things. We're in the Pushya Nakshatra, and as my pages start to load up on my notes, I can tell you a little bit about that Nakshatra. So the Pushya Nakshatra goes from 3 degrees Cancer to 16 degrees Cancer, and we start the day off at 11 degrees Cancer, right? And it's considered one of the most auspicious and nurturing nakshatras, deeply associated with the qualities of care, protection, and spiritual nourishment. The moon is the ruler of Cancer, so it feels quite at home in Pushya, bringing an extra layer of emotional depth, compassion, and generosity. So this nakshatra promotes healing, growth, and spiritual nourishment, making it an ideal time for emotional care and cultivating inner peace. The moon is said to be in its own sign in Cancer when it's in this nakshatra. The symbol is the flower, representing the qualities of growth, nourishment, and fertility. The flower is also a symbol of beauty and divine abundance, signifying the spiritual nourishment that the nakshatra offers. The deity associated with this nakshatra is Brihaspati, the guru of the gods, or the planet Jupiter. This deity represents wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual guidance, expansion, and growth. What happened? Okay, you want to give me a hard time. I don't understand why. Okay. Yeah, anyway. The ruling planet is Saturn, which is the planet of discipline, structure, and long-term stability. It also influences Pushya. It brings practicality, responsibility, and the building of solid foundation. Some positive traits. It's known for its capacity to nurture and heal, brings prosperity, peace, and emotional fulfillment. People born under this nakshatra are often caring, responsible, and spiritually inclined, with the ability to provide emotional sustenance to others. Some negative traits. While Pushya is considered auspicious, it can sometimes manifest in overly controlling or overproductive behavior, as the desire to nurture others may turn into excessive dependency or stifling care. So it's important for individuals influenced by this nakshatra to avoid smothering others with too much attention or care, right? When the moon transits here, people may be feeling more inclined to care for others, offering emotional support and tending to their family or community. There's a desire to nurture and protect, which makes it an ideal time for healing emotional wounds and strengthening personal relationships, all right? The moon's presence here enhances spiritual receptivity, making it an excellent time for spiritual learning, meditation, and prayers. Deeper wisdom and insight into one's life purpose is heavy here too, as well as building long-term security. So that's all that's going on with moon. And we love it here, right? Yay, we love the moon. I do too. Yay. Sunrise at 6:56 a.m. and setting at 5:30 p.m., y'all. In the tropical chart, again, our mindset and our energy exchanges, our mindset and our Draconic chart, which is our spiritual self, our org body, they're both sitting in Aquarius in that revolutionary, innovative, unique, the power to be one with all, learning to be more of the we and less like me, and coming into the inner child and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that is wild. Uh, but that's aligning our mindset with our spiritual set, right? And that's all happening in the fourth house. Just remember the sun is over there. It's pretty much past Pluto. Pluto is in the beginning of Aquarius, while the sun is well off into the mutable quadrant, or not quadrant, the trident. Is it trident? I don't know. The third part. um of Aquarius. And so with that being said, but they're still in the same zodiac slash constellation together. So experiencing a lot of transformations and empowerment and secrets involving our root chakra of Capricorn and Aquarius is heavy here, as well as Mercury also being over here. So invocation, our routines, our moral and integral code, our education system, how we're learning and how we're teaching. Like I said, what we're listening to and what we're speaking on, all of those things are in alignment with the sun and Pluto type energy, right? And our energy exchanges, the sun is sitting over there in Capricorn in the fourth house, focusing on our restrictions and authority, and yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know other people's streams, Coffee. Twisted Dinder. I do a little bit of everything here. I like astronomy and astrology and quantum physics is fun here. I kind of tie all of them together with psychology. So we do a little bit of everything here. You could be disappointed. You ain't gotta stay. Hey John, how you doing? Welcome back. Are you the same John from yesterday? Jesus Christ. Um, the moon and Praesepe are in conjunction today at 12:27 a.m. The moon is 2.5 degrees north. Minimal angle at 3:12 a.m. The moon is it's yeah we're at 3:33. Hey, the moon is 2.2 degrees north northeast, and yes, it is visible because we're in the full moon phase, right? Praesepe is a star in the Cancer constellation. Praesepe, it can be like very. It could be like a maleficent star, right? Because it brings disease, disgrace, according to the Arabic definition of the stars, hindering your journey and stuff like that. But it also is an aligning you with your bloodline, your ancestors, going into the pathway of the moon, with the moon being in its home constellation, in the eye of its home constellation. It can put you into like being able to channel ancestral alignments energetically, right? Mercury reaches the max brightness today at 3:14 a.m. For those of you guys who forgot, the Mercury and the sun are at solar conjunction with one another. So we kind of are in like the new Mercury phase for my sky watchers out there. But now like Mercury is starting to come from behind the sun, for my telescopers. So, you'll start to see it a little bit coming into like the waxing crescent phase of Mercury, right? And that's exciting. We love it there. So that's the astronomical report. So let's get into the calendars of the things, right? The square root of 3. I don't know what the hell the square root of 3 is. Do you know what the square root of 3 is? All right, so we are in the month. As far as the ancient Kemetic calendar goes, we get 3 seasons a year. Each season gets 4 months. Each month gets 30 days. The 30 days is divided into 10-day weeks, which is called the decans. We are currently in the second decan of the month. This is the decan of harmony, balance, and righteousness. Kind of like finding our wisdom in that, from that decan of knowledge that we were just in. We are in the month of Makir. We're in the season of Peret, which is the growing season. This goes from January to May. So we start off with it being cold in the wintertime, and by the time we get to the end of this season, the flowers will be growing, and it's fun here. This month goes from, according to like in alignment with the Gregorian calendar, this month goes from like the 8th or 9th of February to the 9th of March. The zodiac sign is Shu. The ruling deity is Horus, or the Ra of Horus. Ra Horus is like the personification of Ra, but Horus and Ra are Egyptian gods whose eyes are associated with protection and power. The eye of Horus represents protection from evil, while the eye of Ra represents fear. The characteristics of this month is the growing season continues with agricultural activities like planting, sowing, and ripening of the crops. You know, we're about to fall into the snow moon for my agriculturalists, my farmers, my gardeners. So, you know, coming into this snow full moon is like the soil is frozen. You know, we're not really breaking anything until we get into the next full moon, which is the worm moon. And that's when we'll, you know, we'll see like the soil start to soften up and the worms start to come out, and it's fun there, right? We love it there once we get to that moon. And that'll be the Virgo full moon because we'll be in Pisces season, right? Yeah, we get it. Okay, I'm glad you guys are getting it. We usually have, so whatever the sun is in, we get a full moon when the moon is in the opposite sign. So right now, the sun is in Aquarius constellation. So we have a full moon because the moon is in Leo constellation. If you guys know how like the little flashlight and everything moves, and that's when you get the full thing, and we like it here, right? As far as the month in the Hebrew calendar, we're in the month of Shavat. We started the month of Shavat on the Lunar New Year, which was the second new moon, creating that first full moon cycle of new moon to new moon after the winter solstice. And that's also how we calculate the lunar new year as well, it being the second new moon, marking the first, you know, full cycle, whatever. But the month of Shavat, um, it's the key holidays during this month is during the 12th, which is tomorrow. The 12th of February is the new year for the trees. So tomorrow, go hug a tree. Not today, not the 11th, the 12th. Go hug a tree, right? This celebrates the natural world and the environment that we're in. The spiritual meaning of Shavat, this marks the beginning of the rainy season in Israel. It's a month of growth and renewal, symbolizing the fruit bearing season in the spiritual sense. The 15th of, well, we just talked about that. Um, the keywords for this month is growth, renewal, and connection to the land. Um, and that's there. So, and as far as where the sun is at, you know, on the Hebrew calendar, the sun is in Makara and Kumba. Makara is the Capricorn constellation. You know, that's ruled by Saturn, the goat. Some traits of the constellation that we're in, which rules over the events, the happenings, and that brings on the energy of being disciplined, ambitious, practical, and patient. Capricorns are hardworking and value structure, stability, and success. They're often focused with long-term goals, and the ruling deity is Shani. You know, we're dealing with hard work and material success here. Now, Kumba is the tropical, our thought process, how we think things are, and draconic, which is our spiritual experience, are both in Aquarius right now. So that is the air element. It's also ruled by Saturn, but Uranus in modern astrology. Some of the traits are being innovative, independent, idealistic, and humanitarian. Aquarians are known for their originality, forward-thinking ideas, and desire to improve society. We're here till about February 18th. Uh, Aquarius is often associated with the innovative and humanitarian aspects of Lord Vishnu, who preserve and nurture cosmic order. However, Shiva, as the Lord of time and transformation, also governs Aquarius' connection to future and unconventionality. And if you guys noticed, whether you use the heliocentric or the geocentric model in astronomy, either the Earth moves 1 degree a day or the Sun moves 1 degree a day. But that's the mathematics for that. It's 1 degree a day in the movement of that. So that's happening there. As far as the planetary forecast sign, you know, this year has been brought to us by 2025. That's wisdom in our cipher and wisdom in our power. This is the year of 9, which is the year of gold when we come into the alchemist horoscope, and we love it here. Passionate, interesting, and faithful people, attracting many people, generous, kindness, and lasting relationships, love of luxuries and spending money, ambition, and willpower are keys here. We, in the West African horoscope, we're in the wealth of Amber. That's February 4th to March 5th. Blessed the natives with a sense of morality as well as rebellion and giving unique instincts, being adventurous but not methodical or organized, highly passionate about material goods will make them easily lost in this space, right? The otter is the Native American horoscope. This is from January 20th to February 18th. So we got like 7 more days here in the otter, right? This is the butterfly clan, which is air energy, demanding bliss and help, inviting us to behave like children, having fun and accepting the flow of life, strength to smooth out any circumstances. And the druid or Celtic horoscope, We are in the energy of Rowan, which is the thinker. The animal for this season is the green dragon. The stone is peridot. Some traits: original, keen, visionaries, morale, free thinker, naturally creative. People in this energy always seek harmony and balance. They're very romantic and always need love to complete their happiness. Now, you guys know in the Chinese zodiac, we are in the year of the wood dragon. We love it here. A period of transformation, creativity, wisdom, and unpredictability, flexibility, and diplomacy. Opportunities amongst the challenges, being having physical vitality and passion. So that's how we are in the month of the things. And the week of the things, we are on our last day of Amun Ra, according to the ancient Kemetic calendar, and that's the king of gods, being a leader, confident, courageous, having a sense of control without over controlling. Those are heavy keys here in the energy of Amun Ra. In the Hebrew calendar, we're in Yom Shlishi, and we're going to get into that. I believe that's the third day. Yep, that's the third day. It's Tuesday. On the third day, God gathered the waters and caused dry land to appear. This is Genesis 1:9-13. And it is also the day when vegetation began to grow. It's a day associated with growth and nourishment. This day is considered a day of blessing because it is the only day in creation when two blessings are mentioned. Genesis 1:12-13. It symbolizes abundance, growth, and fertility of the earth. Yom Shlishi is Tuesday. The key words for today is growth, abundance, and nourishment. As far as the Hindu calendar goes, today is the day of Mangalvar. Lord Hanuman and Lord Mars rule over this day. Lord Hanuman is a devotee of Lord Rama. Also venerate him on this day. We know Mars rules over Tuesday. Lord Hanuman is the monkey god. It's the symbol of strength, devotion, and courage. He's also the remover of obstacles and associated with physical and mental resilience. Mars, the planet of energy, action, and aggression, aligns with this deity's qualities. Some associated activities: Tuesdays are regarded as special days for offering prayers to Lord Hanuman, particularly to seek strength, victory, and the removal of obstacles. So we work on that today, and we love that, right? Devotees also perform Hanuman Chalisa recitations or visit Hanuman temples. And if you guys are in Jersey, if you guys have not gone to that Hindu temple yet, oh man, I love it there, right? I have an amazing time. I highly suggest y'all go to the Hindu temple out here. It's crazy. Do I do song suggestions? I make music. Hey, you gotta go to my YouTube page and listen to my music. I make positive affirmation music. Yeah, I got a whole positive affirmation playlist up there. I believe right now it's called I don't know what it's called, but it's called the affirmation playlist. Some type of affirmation playlist. It's up there. I got music, I got performances on my page and everything. Yeah, hoodoo music. I make juju music, I make hoodoo music, I make positive affirmation music. I love it. Yeah, check me out. What kind of energy are you looking for? Because I'll tell you which song to listen to, right? So that's what we got for the Hindu and the Hebrew calendar, right? You think I'm gay? People my whole life always thought I was gay, even in middle school. You know why? Because my dad used to shop for me in the boys' department. He didn't want me wearing girl clothes. So everybody always thought I was gay. And then I played basketball. I was an athlete. Then I hung out with the boys all the time. And it was just like, dang. But I'm not gay. I actually like dudes. Now, have I ever kissed a girl? That's none of your business. But I like dudes. All right, so getting back into the forecast. Hey, these people trying to be mean, they don't do nothing to me. They don't bother me at all. If anything, y'all running up the comments, and I appreciate y'all. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Romeo. I see you over there. She's a handsome woman. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a handsome woman. So you trying to say I could bag your girl? That's what you're saying? I could bag you and your girl. I could have both of y'all. I've been in poly relations before. I could bag both of y'all. I'm here for it. Let me stop messing with y'all before y'all start taking me serious. Anyway, today is ruled by the solar plexus chakra, right? This is called the Manipura, which is the city of jewels. This is located in your upper abdomen or the middle of your back. This brings on the energy of willpower, power, self-expression, self-esteem, courage, confidence, and energy. For my Reiki healers, you want to like imagine a globe, or it'll be the color yellow, 590 to 560 nm wavelength. I keep saying but the vowel sound is actually the call for today. Ram and Hring, HLRING, are the spiritual hakals for today. Fire is the element. C note for my musicians, and 528 hertz is the sounds for today as well. Mars is associated with Ogun energy ruling over the solar plexus chakra, so tap into your solar plexus chakra, as well as we talked about your Jupiter placement and your Venusian placements earlier today when it comes to today's mathematics and the Netarus of the day. And then as far as the internal external side, the internal side is Aries that rules over. This is the gut that controls the mind, and everything starts with the thought. That's why the Aries is associated with aggression and motivation and stuff like that, because when your stomach get on fire, it tells your mind what to do, and then you start to manipulate things outside of yourself to get it done. Like if your gut tells you that you're hungry, right? And so the gut's telling the mind it's time to eat. So everything outside of you is water. Your body's water. The land and everything, everything is mostly water. So that's why the external side of the solar plexus chakra is Scorpio, because you create transformations and manipulations to make whatever needs to happen in order for your gut to be satisfied, right? And so that's the alignment between Aries and Scorpio, Ogun and Oya energy for the internal external side of the solar plexus chakra. Both are associated with Hero Kahuti, the fifth Sephiroth, which is Jadula. This is the enforcement. No, not Jadula, Jabora, which is severity in the Merkaba. Excuse me. This is the enforcement of law. So you have today's a day of 4, which is day of Chesed, the day of Mayat. So not only are you thinking about the laws today, but in Jabora, you're actually enforcing the laws as well, and we move in gratitude. But this is fearlessness. The administrator, as far as the Merkaba goes, these placements are associated with the throat chakra. So you kind of like communicate the things that you want in your space and enforcement, whether it's your body language or whatever, what have you. And that's that there, right? So we've gone over today's mathematics, the gematria of today, the Netarus. We've gone over the astrological, astronomical report. We've gone over the nakshatras today. We've gone over the calendar for ancient Kemet, Hindu, Hebrew, and the Gregorian. We've also gone over the horoscopes for West African, Native American, alchemists, the Druids and the Celtics, and the Chinese horoscope. I be giving y'all everything every day. Are y'all ready for the Chaldean planetary hours? I'm ready. I'm about to go through these comments and see how y'all ragging on me real quick, and then we're gonna get into the planetary hours. I always find entertainment in you guys. You guys keep me going. You're so provocative. Hey, K-Sean, what's up? I missed you yesterday. They was going in on me. Yes, you could take both. Thank you. Hey, are you able to read my comment? I can't read your comment. I was asking you what kind of music did you need right now? Because I'll tell you what song I'm on to listen to. Thank you, Glove. Jurdo Fitness, how do you know all of this? I've been studying this for a long time. And it's always been an interest and a fascination. I like science. I like astronomy and astrology and numbers, and I like school. I always liked school, and I like putting it all together in one pot. I'm not really in the business of separating everything. I think all of it goes hand in hand. And the more I study, the more I realize it actually does all go hand in hand. And at some point in time, we got obsessed with separating everything. I don't know when that happened, but a lot of our mathematicians and philosophers and psychologists and religious sects and stuff, they all were in alignment with a common mindset and a common breakdown of things. And I don't know when everything got separate, but ever since then it's kind of been like, oh, if you believe in science, you can't believe in spirituality. If you're a philosopher, it seems like everybody's putting a big middle finger to spirituality, and I don't understand why, because the spiritual concepts is the basis for a lot of mathematics and physics and sciences and arts. It's very interesting, but it is what it is. Music too. It's crazy. Anyway, Cancer, Cardinal, aka the GOAT, master number 11. I'm a master number 11 too. Happy day to you. Gang, gang, crypto gang. Yay. What are you doing up so late? I don't sleep because I'm a Virgo. It's star language. It can be if you want it to be. What about numerology? Today's a day of 4, my guy. It's okay. I'll be up. I just be doing shit. That's why I don't be mad when people don't be showing up like, bro. I just be like, I was up here, I was writing music, and I was like, let me go be responsible and do my damn mathematics. Goddamn, goddamn. I believe in YouTube. I don't. The more I'm up here, the less I believe in it. Because it seems like a lot of people be up here making shit up for likes. Like they even make up life scenarios. Like they pretend like they're arguing with their sisters or their partners or oh I just caught such and such cheating or like they really just make up all these scenarios. And I was like, bro, you guys are weird. It's very weird up here. Divide and conquer. Yeah, numerology is the language of the gods. Yeah, everything leads back to the numbers, even the letters. Agreed. It's all one. I agree. I can communicate with birds. Really, I haven't been around birds yet. You know what I want to do? So, like, of course, mammals are really easy. Like, put me near a squirrel or a dog or a cat. Yeah, we about to chat. But I remember like years ago when I was in college, I met this homeless guy. Right, I went to go. It was like some late night shit. I went to go get some Chinese food or whatever, and he was sitting in front of the Chinese store, and he said, I need a hug." So I gave him a hug. Why not? This random guy wants a hug. Give him a fucking hug. So I hugged him. And he started crying. And he was like, people see me. And like, I say things like that and they treat me weird. They ignore me. He was like, you hugged me. And I'm like, yeah, like my mom raised me to love her. God is in everybody, even in the homeless man, even in the crackhead. The fuck? Like, I don't care. You ask for a hug, I'm going to give you a hug. Right? You can't get AIDS from hugs. That's not how it works. Anyway, so he was like, I got some advice for you. He talked to me for a little bit. He was crying. He kept repeating this stuff. You could tell he was a little drunk. But he was like, I want you to go feed the birds, right? And he was like, and I want you to pay attention to their behaviors while you're sitting there feeding them, and sometimes just watch them. So, like, for a little while, even every now and then, because I'm telling you, this was years ago. I was in college back in 2008, so I still think about that. And every now and then, yeah, I'll fuck around with some birds. I just watch them. Now, can I communicate with birds yet? I don't know, because I don't remember me ever really sitting there and trying. But I have paid attention to their behaviors, and they're kind of jerks. They're mean. They are definitely dinosaurs. Like, especially like geese. They're the fucking raptors. I like, have you seen their feet? Oh my God, what the hell? Um I was at this petting zoo. They had this petting zoo in front of the animal hospital. I had to take my dog to the animal hospital one time, and I'm just sitting outside, and there was these three, of course, it's three ducks, three geese, right? And they were so mean, but you could tell they ran that was their farm. They ran that shit, and yeah, you couldn't tell them different. They ran it, and it was theirs. I don't know, me and birds, but I do, you know what I want to get into next? I want to get into reptiles. I want to get a lizard, and try to have that kind of relationship. I had a friend, she had a couple of dragons, and it was so cute. Like she used to let the dragons like just roam around on the floor and shit. And she would sit on the couch and they would just run up her legs and just sit on her chest. And she's like watching TV and she got these two dragons on her chest. And she's like, yeah, they just follow me everywhere. These are my babies. I'm like, oh my God, I love that. That is the cutest shit I ever seen. So yeah, I want to try dragons now. That's my next. Sorry for the long tangent. I heard Virgos are the freakiest. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. YouTube and TikTok are very weird places to me. I haven't had too much weird shit on TikTok because nobody really sees me in the algorithms yet. But YouTube, yeah, YouTube gets a little weird. My daughter is a Virgo. Cool, I'm a Virgo too. She's a monkey. I'm a Virgo horse. My year is next year. My son's nickname is Monkey, but he's a Virgo. He's a Taurus horse. He's a horse with me. Love is underrated. It is. It is. But it's crazy because love is the strongest power we have, but nobody wants to use it. It's so crazy. Just scrolled on this live randomly, but you're speaking the truth. I appreciate you, Logan. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Hassan? I'm good. We are the healers of the world. Cardinal sign. We are old souls. Ashe. What, the 11th? Or what's your sign? What'd you say your sign was? I missed it. How come Scorpio gets a bad rap? My sign is Scorpio. Because when you meet a Scorpio, you know that there's going to be some transformations happening. You guys bring transformational experiences because your sun sign is in Scorpio. So the sun represents your experience and experiences you give to others. And people don't like transformation. We earthlings, you know what I'm saying? People like predictability, and we know when a Scorpio come around, they about to switch some shit up. They about to test your power. They test your solar plexus chakra. That's what you guys do. You bring experiences that be testing people's empowerment self and how regulated your solar plexus chakra is. And a lot of people's solar plexus chakras are either overactive or underactive. Ain't too many that are at an equilibrium. Whenever I meet a Scorpio, my solar plexus chakra is always underactive, and I get irritated, and I end up just ghosting y'all. And I got a lot of Scorpios in my family, and let me tell you, it definitely be a test of my solar plexus chakra. Like, I don't want to get in it. I don't want to get into it with you. I just don't. I don't like to argue. I don't like confrontation. I don't like any of that. I just want to be in joy. I'm a Leo rising. I just want to be in joy. I don't want to do all of that. So, that's why you guys get a bad rep. It's because of the energy you guys force people to have. Like me, I'm a Virgo. We get a bad rep because they're like, y'all know it all. Y'all always trying to fix people's lives. Yeah, that's the experience that we bring. My sun is in Virgo. The sun is the experience that I provide. I provide an experience that'll have you changing your moral and integral code, your habits, your learning, how you communicate. That's what I do. So we are personifications of stars. You know what I'm saying? Want me to donate $100? Hell yeah, I want you to donate $100. Hi, it's my birthday. Happy solar return. Oh, and your solar return is near a full moon. Yeah. The bum was Jesus. I don't think Jesus was a bum, and I say that because like he would offer to fix shit. Like he knew magic. Like he'd be like, "You want a magic trick? If you feed me, if you let me stay here for like a week, I'll do some magic tricks. I'll help you see again. I'll help you walk. I'll get rid of your illnesses. I'll turn this water into wine right now. I'll flip these tables in the church right now." Like he worked. He worked for what he asked for. He was the energy of harvest. You know what I'm saying? You reap what you sow. That's what I felt. That's not giving bum energy. Now, if you are a capitalist, and all you care about is materialistic things and economic hierarchy, then yeah, I could see why you would, put him in the category of bum. But, nah, he wasn't giving bum energy to me personally. I think that he was, uh, yeah, that's what I think. Swans are fucking vicious. I haven't been around swans. They are crazy. Them geese, bro, I'm like, nah. I want some chickens. I know they dinosaurs too, but I want to hang around them and see what they be chatting about. Geese are territorial to the max. Believed. Plural is gooses. No, it's geese, right? It's gooses. Gooses is crazy. It sounds crazy to say. Hi, John. If you have good frequency vibrations, you can communicate with any living thing, especially Mother Nature. Oh, yeah. I try. I'm just saying, like, I haven't intentionally had a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? At some point I would like to. Hey, goddess. Peace, prophetess. Hello, Marlene. From Portugal, peace from the States. Am I dating? Not right now. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to build I try to build myself an earthship on my land. I bought some land, and now I'm in a position where I got to get to it. And we're going to go from there. Scorpios are destroying and rebirth. Right, they are. I had a pet iguana that wasn't moving around in his cage, and I got worried about him. I thought it had a reptile. Wayne, that was a good one. I want to test the heart chakras. Yeah, do it. You can definitely. I had my chakras surgically removed. Somebody else commented that before. Oh, that's not the first time I seen that, Daniel. I don't know if you're being funny or not, but that's not the first time I seen somebody say like I had like my energy center surgically removed. That is so interesting. That's an interesting concept to even say that. Scorpios are cool, but I can't trust them, like the story of the frog and the scorpion. Right, because they walk around with their claws and their stinger already. Pressure. You guys are going in over here. I'm almost done. Scorpios are masterminds. Yeah, they provide transformations. They gonna touch your solar plexus chakra. David was the dancer. David used to be crip walking, shucking and driving. You heard me. Are you one of those Hebrew Israelites? No, not the ones you see screaming on the streets. No, no, I'm not. Hello. Are you claiming to do witchcraft and communication with spirits? If so, what is the name of the spirit? I don't really like the word witch. I don't know why yet, but nah. Communicating with spirits, yeah, I communicate with all energies, this universe, the last, and the next. You don't really know what personification is if you can't be the personification of stars. That's backwards. Personification is giving something non-human, human characteristics. Exactly. Stars aren't human. Are you saying stars are human? Is that what you're saying, Tedward? English, please, guys. Congratulations on Land. Thank you. I'm grateful that I get to get there. Hey, Luke, have you ever dealt with cancers? Yes. My stepdad is a cancer. That is my first cancer disheartening experience. He set the tone for cancers after him. No, thank you. I'm a Leo. Cool. Peace to the Leo. I'm a Leo rising. My son is a Leo rising. My other son is a Leo. Their dad is a Leo. It's Leo vibes over here. Everybody needs to be hitting that like and subscribe button. Yes, thank you, Wayne. Ready. Why am I getting what I want? Because you're putting in your vortex that you deserve it. Toxic Taurus. Oh man, why you gonna be toxic? I don't like the future. Why? Why, Pascal? Trust the Scorpion's nature. Right. Team Pisces. Well, peace to the guy. Your season is coming up. I'm on your equal opposite side production. No, we are the stars. Oh, okay. Is that what you meant? We are the stars? Thank you, Iverson. I love hot salsa on my tortillas. It's fun there. Ovarian cancer, that's an interesting thing to say in the year of 9, because this is the year to be focused on your reproductive organs. So, do some womb healing. I actually recommend reading Queen Afua, Sacred Woman, and doing some of her exercises, whether you're a male or female. There's like pieces in there for the both of you guys. What is your name? It's Sunshine. Sunshine Monie. Now you made me feel bad about my sign, Scorpio. Why you gotta feel bad? You empower people. You allow people to feel transformations. That's good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're here to do what you're supposed to do. I'm a Libra. Does that mean I'm the realest sign? You can be if you balance. If you balance in that energy of Maya, keeping your heart light as a feather and not being a liar, people pleaser, but in the same breath, not being like overly controlling in that Libra vibe. Libras are all about balance. Libra also shares some stars with Scorpio energy too. The southern claw and the southern scale. They go hand in hand together, astronomically speaking. How to activate chakras through meditation, intentional meditation. Like when you guys hear me go through the astrological report, you'll hear me chat about like the colors for today and the hekaus and the frequencies to listen to and all that stuff. That those are good ways to activate your chakras. You might not activate it in the same moment that you try it, but like consistency is key. Yeah, we all have flaws to work on. You're a Gemini. Peace, fellow Mercurian. You don't like the label witch, but isn't communicating with spirits other than the Holy Spirit, divine enchantment, witchcraft. I mean, if that's the word you choose to use, in other languages, is just being in alignment with nature. Like, I am nature, so of course I know how to communicate with nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like the energy that's connected to the word witch. Like when people call somebody a witch, it's never a term of endearment. It's never a nice. You know, it's you trying to insult me and what I do. So I don't really like the word. Thank you, Wayne. That's the song my mama used to sing me. That's where Sunshine came from. My mama gave me that name. You 9K. Am I? Oh, you okay. I am. Libras be the most unbalanced sometimes. Sometimes they do. 31st of May, Gemini, that's love. Yes, listen to the frequency for like 15 minutes a day. You'll feel the difference in a few days. Yeah, you definitely will. Yup. You know the word witch actually means one with knowledge, right? Yeah, witches used to be teachers. I'm not denying that. You know, I know who the witches were. I'm just saying like in today's world when people utilize the word witch, is the once upon a time it was a good thing, but leading up to today, like, let's be for real, when somebody uses the word witch, it's never in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this planetary hour. Planetary hour is brought to us by the Chaldean order of things, and we move in gratitude. Today's the day of Tuesday, so we're gonna start off with the hour of Mars, right? Mars is from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m., 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., and then 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mars is rules over your solar plexus chakra. This is your aggressive, assertive self. This is a good time to get into some physical activity. You might be ambitious and got a lot of energy and start getting stuff done and stuff, and we love it there. Mars sitting over there in our thought process in Cancer, so being ambitious and motivated by our home and family and our nurturing self, and the Vedic chart and the happenings and energy exchanges, it's affecting our community and our communication and our sense of groundedness, right? The sun's hours are from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m., 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. The sun also deals with your energy, but more so with your vitality than your like aggressive energy or whatever. And so, we talked about the sun being over there in the root chakra, giving us the experiences to focus on our revolutionary self, our power to be one with all, our societal, our place in society is what our experiences is based upon in our mindset, while our energy exchanges are still over there in the Capricorn constellation, giving us the limitations, showing us, authority. Like I said, the sun is over there sitting near Pluto. Pluto's over there, and Mercury's over there in Aquarius, Capricorn energy too. So, like, transformation and truths are coming out about things in our experience. But overall, giving us, the restrictions and the challenges that we need to be the authority of self, obtain our resources and things of that nature. I'm looking for my page. Oh, there we go. The hours of Venus are from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., and then 11 p.m. to midnight. We're in the Venusian hours. Venus is good for my creators. If you like to create art, fashion, jewelry, painting, music, any type of form of beauty or whatever. Also getting into the romantic pursuit of things. Venus is good for that. Venus is sitting over here in Aries on our thought process. So we got new beginnings happening to our space of wealth and business and love and forgiveness and beauty, also motivation happening there as well. Now in the energy exchanges, Venus is still sitting in Pisces energy. So remember we spent all that time with Venus sitting in Pisces on the tropical chart, and we were envisioning the things we wanted to attract in our vortex. Well, guess what? You're starting to experience the things that you were envisioning. So all that January and majority of February, all those things that were happening in your mindset, and you were like, yeah, I really want this, I really want that. Even when you guys were using all your emotions to express the things that you don't want, guess what? You're about to start experiencing it. I told you guys every day during the mathematics to be careful on the things that you guys were invoking with that heart chakra and the tropical chart. I hope you guys listen, because now you're about to sit in that shit, and we love it here. The hours of Mercury, which we closed out. Mercury hours were from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then at midnight, of course, we start Wednesday on the hour of Mercury. Mercury deals with your communication, learning, teaching, listening, speaking, your moral and integral code, self-management, and learning something new is heavy during the hour of Mercury. Also for my traders, you guys get into trading and stuff like that. That's a good hour for you guys to get into that as well. Mercury is sitting over there in Aquarius, Capricorn energy. Mercury should be entering Aquarius like tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning, 8:45 on the 12th. Yeah, we almost there, y'all. One more day. But right now we're like on that last degree of Mercury being in Capricorn, evoking the transformations and things in our space. They be killing me over here. It's all right. Fuck it. Invoking the revolutionary energy in our space, the challenges that we receive, learning about some of the challenges that we're going to receive, that's going to give us the discipline and the order and boundaries that we need to be the authority and survival of self, right? So that's all Mercury vibes. The moon's hours is right now 4 a.m. to 5 a.m., 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., and then 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. are the hours of the moon. The moon is all about your intuition self, your emotional self, getting in alignment with the matriarch. But yeah, emotions is heavy here, and we move in likeness because we like cultivating our emotions and being nice to ourselves and being nice to other people around us, right? Including sunshine, right? But the moon is sitting over there in Leo, tropically speaking. So in our thought process is all about tapping into that inner child, that inner thespian. Um, be mindful of being too dramatic. We don't want to be too dramatic. And our energy exchanges, moon is in its home space of Cancer, so be mindful of being a smotherer in your space of dramatics. Sometimes you guys can love things a little too much, and it can put you in a space where you're like doing too much, and you're kind of getting in the way of other people's karma and stuff like that. The hours of Saturn, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturn deals with like long-term planning, and we love long-term planning. This is where you get your discipline, your hard work. These are hours where you can focus on like the different challenges that you make, but not as like intrusive thoughts, like I can't do this or I shouldn't be doing this. It's more so in a space where it's like these are some things that I need to be prepared for. These things could happen. And so then after that, we get into the Jupiter hours that give us the expansion and the abundance, like thereafter to find solutions, which we're going to get into in a moment because we're not there yet. But Saturn is sitting over there in our thought process and Pisces. So we're taking that chesed energy, that Pisces imagination, and Pisces also deals with Mayat law. So Saturn is walking around with the Mayat scales, making sure everybody's heart is light as a feather. If you guys know the stories of the Orishas, you know what I'm saying? That's a thing. If you guys know the stories of the ancient Kemetic deities that, make sure your heart is light as a feather, otherwise it'll get devoured by the alligator. Like all of that is in alignment with Saturn being in Pisces. It's sitting over there in the fourth house of home and family. So, heavy on the what you imagine for your home and family, dealing with bringing those thoughts, from that broad spectrum of things and utilizing the law of physics to bring it down into the physical. Because in order to turn your dreams into goals, you have to have instructions, right? So the instructions are the Saturn that helps bring that thought into the physical realm, right? Alchemy. Alchemy is when you take the non-physical into the physical, or transmute the physical into another form of physical. Yeah, we love it here. Saturn is also sitting in the energy exchanges of Aquarius energy. So being revolutionary and innovative, with your challenges, how you adhere to the challenges, to the restrictions that have to happen for you to bring that imagination into the physical realm is cool here. Hey, Raspy, what's up with you, love? The hours of Jupiter, which now brings us the optimistic energy and the growth and how we research into the things, that is from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., and 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., right? And Jupiter is sitting over there in Gemini, bringing us the expansion and the abundance and the optimism to our community and our communication, our ability to be flexible in our thought process, right? Because it's like, yeah, them challenges are going to come. So Saturn and Jupiter is like, well, I'm flexible. I know how to adapt. I got places to go. I got things to. We're going to be in joy regardless, right? The universe is always in my favor. I'm going to be successful regardless, right? And Jupiter is sitting over there in the eighth house of empowerment. Shouts to my Scorpios. It's good we had that Scorpio conversation because it's giving you the empowering experiences in your sacral chakra. Some of you guys don't feel empowered by your sacral chakra. You guys like to suppress your joy because you're so focused on that Saturn. And a lot of this stuff on these screens only want to talk about Saturn, business, work, money, politics, who's in control, war, which is Mars more so. But, it's still Saturn of authority, right? Saturn and Mars doing all the things together creates an overactive like control system or whatever. So we see a lot of that on these screens and on TV and in these movies with the aliens and the robots and the government and capitalism and murder and all that stuff like that. And so like it takes you away from that sacral chakra of joy, and it makes you feel like, oh, I have to have all this Saturn shit in order for me to finally get to joy. But Saturn can sometimes come from a space of scarcity, especially when you're giving your authority over to man-made shit, which is finite. All man-made stuff has an expiration date, right? So if you're giving that authority over to those things, hey, Reverend Lovejoy, um, yeah, it makes it difficult for you to ever get to that sacral chakra. It makes it difficult for you to ever see the sacral chakra as a space of power. If anything, you're going to see the sacral chakra as obstruction or an obstacle or something you have to confine or suppress. And when you suppress any of your chakras, you come into a state of depression, right? So remind yourself of that. Did you dance today? Did you do something that brings you joy today? Did you laugh today? You know, what were you laughing about? Because that matters too. Some of y'all be laughing at mean shit. And that also is a sign of, you're not fully being tapped into your sacral chakra as well. Or not having a healthy one anyway. Jupiter and the energy exchanges of things is sitting over there, and Taurus energy. So it's providing expansion and abundance to our vortex, our heart chakra, which is definitely a divine alignment of the chesed energy we spoke on today with that Jupiter and Venus connection. And remind you guys it's happening in the 8th house of transformation. Jupiter is still sitting in retrograde, so Jupiter's prograde. It's Mars that's still in retrograde, excuse me. But so now it's in prograde. Yeah, you definitely should be feeling that expansion and abundance happening to your vortex, what you attract in your vortex, right? And that's it. That's it for the planetary hours. Yay. Taurus, the greatest zodiac ever. Oh, of course it is. You guys are love bugs. My favorite person in the world is a Taurus. My mama is a Taurus. She's my best friend. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate you being here. I won't scroll up too hard. It seems like you guys were doing a lot over here. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, I do have an astrology course. It was a free masterclass. It is recorded. To be able to have access to the recording, it is $44. It's 2.5 hours. I get into the houses, the aspects, the numbers. It was actually really well put together. I sat and watched it and I was like, shit, Sunshine, you killed that shit. And I'm not talking in circles like I do up here. I talk in circles up here because I'm being a channel. I'm just a vessel for a lot of these messages. When I talk to you guys, I be talking to myself too. And so sometimes a lot of my words come out in spirals, so my apologies. But, I am very linear. I'm a really good teacher, believe it or not. And so the class actually came out really good. I think you guys will learn a lot, especially having the ability to watch it over and over again and take notes and pause and shit. But, reach out to me if you guys want that class. Anywho, let's get into the tarot cards of the things. The theme of the card is cannabis. Did you smoke some weed today? We are focusing on our Jupiter placement, which we talked about. Not Jupiter, Saturn placement. These like little letters being cursive. Saturn, which is the restrictions, and Neptune, which is the Pisces energy. We know Saturn is currently in Pisces. We talked about this, but this is really taking, hey, mummy life, how is my energy, sister? Pretty good. Hopefully. I hope it's calm, cool, and collected. But this is like what I was saying, the process of taking what you imagine today on this day of 4, this day of Chesed. Take your imagination, take the dreams, turn them into goals. What is the alchemy of turning your dreams into goals? What kind of steps do you have to take? What kind of actions do you have to put forward? What kind of authority of self do you need to have? What kind of discipline, order, and boundaries do you need to have? Bringing that, from your chest, from your imagination of this space, your future self is going to thank you later, especially when we get into Aries season. I promise you. 3-1 is cool, right? Because we experienced 2 13s today. And so to come into a 3-1 is cool. 4 overall, and we're on the day of 4. Yay! This is the card of detachment too. So learning to have that connection between the physical and the non-physical. Don't get so caught up in the restrictions and stuff too. You got to learn how to trust your imagination. They're supposed to go hand in hand, the restrictions and order and the imagination, not one versus another, or one more than the other, or one is more powerful than the other. This is supposed to be like holding hands. Like my imagination is just as important as this physical world, right? I have the reverse Knight of Pentacles I pulled. For some of you guys, it seemed to be upright, but it was reversed. And so like we're being a little stagnant in the action into the physical realm of the things because we're not fully trusting our imagination. We think it and we want it, but we're not going for it because we're telling ourselves it's not real. Says the Seven of Pentacles. It's not real. But I want you to be real confident in your seven. The seven is your spiritual self and your spiritual knowledge, your ability to go inward today and just like meditate. Like, what kind of life do you want to wake up to? I know you guys have your dreams. Do you ever think about the lifestyle that you live? How is the daily routine, in your dreams and stuff? Do you guys not believe that you can have that you deserve it? I think you should fix that. And then we have the Hermit card, Virgo gang. We're focused on the Tippereth, which is your heart. To get to the God, you got to go through the sun. And we're aligning that with your chesed, with your imagination. Yay! Putting your heart and your imagination together. Oh my God! If that is not the ingredients for the number 4, we love it here. And it's Virgo. It's the Hermit card. So going inward is definitely a key today. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. I swear, I think this reading is for me. It might be for y'all too. There's abundance in your solar plexus chakra. And so the story behind this card is this man, he was out here, he was overindulged in his sacral chakra. You see how he be drinking and living his best life at the bar and shit. And so he lost his coins. And this woman was like in the verge of losing her house and she finds the coins. So are you going to be the man that's over here being, excessive and spendthrifty and, careless? Or are you going to be the woman that trusts? And as you trust the process, despite what you're going through, you find your abundance. Either way, this is connected to the solar plexus chakra and that mindset on abundance and how you are accepting and treating your abundance. A fortunate trip. That's why I said I think this reading is for me, because I was talking about going to my land and I'm like, bro, and yeah, I gotta get my solar plexus chakra in order. But Tippereth is also dealing with the Leo energy. We're about to come into the Leo moon, so use this moon, to align your chest at your imagination with your heart chakra and what it is that you really want. Pay attention to how your heart beats. How your body feels. How do you feel joy? Like true uninhibited joy when you think about the things that you want, like whatever that is, that's what you should go for. Like, I give you an example. Like, I feel true joy at the thought of me performing, like performing my music on stages. I just feel like this, like, I don't know, like it's like tingly all over the place. Like, that's really what I want to do. Same thing with like teaching classes. Like, I want to be in front of, like a classroom, like as a professor teaching these things, these concepts, like astropsychology concepts. I love psychology. That's my education background, for those of you guys who don't know. So aligning, psychology, the lifespan development with chakras and spirituality and stuff. I like it. It makes sense to me, and I want to teach it, to those who like gravitate to my theories. You don't have to gravitate to my theories, but if you read psychology textbooks, or if you read philosophy textbooks, or even political science textbooks, you would learn that all of this shit is theoretical. All this shit is philosophies, right? And some people didn't agree with each other's philosophies. That's why you learned about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different theorists or theologians in the books. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, you guys, we're going to align our Saturn. Everybody use that Saturn and Pisces energy. Find out what planets you have in Pisces in your chart, and how that Saturn is invoking and helping you bring that into the physical, how you could be the authority of self and really like implement those dreams into goals, and learn that it's not one over the other. They go hand in hand, because, we are spirits having a human experience, and your human body is like this big compared to your big ass spirit. So remember that. Don't be afraid to move into the physical with the things that you're imagining, right? Allow these two to go hand in hand. Some of you guys need a little bit more spirit and less physical world, because that physical world is creating too many restrictions and telling you a whole bunch of no's in spirit in spaces where you should be listening to more yeses, right? And then we're aligning our Tippereth, our heart chakra, where our imagination, when we do that. And then again, tapping into your solar plexus chakra for your abundance. And there's a fortunate trip underway. I love it here. But that's what I got for you today, Cosmic Nobodies. I really enjoyed this with y'all. Yeah, I enjoy being with y'all. Can you tell me if I'm going? Oh yeah, I don't do those kind of readings. Now in that realm of things, I am a Hebrew. We're not allowed to tell you. We're not allowed to read cards that tell you the future because that's restricting your free will. And I go by the book of the law. I don't play around with that. I don't know if I should delete y'all, right? I told you they be going in, but I be letting them run the comments up. I just don't. I hope like some of this stuff because it seemed like a couple people earlier when they first came in, they were like writing obscene things, and I wasn't sure if that was like flagging my live or whatever by them commenting those kind of things. But I'm still learning how this works over here on YouTube. But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for being in here, chatting with me and accepting me, especially the ones that didn't even want to hear me. The fact that you guys sat here for an hour and 15 minutes to listen to things that you didn't want to listen to just to support me, that means a lot to me. I'm pretty sure my parents used to do that too. And so thank you. Thank you, Gosha. He said he liked my wicks. That's my hair. I've been attracting a lot of lost souls lately. Yeah, that's a part of the game. That's what you're supposed to do. Sometimes people come in here and they be like, they put crazy stuff at first and then they see how I respond because I do have a dark sense of humor. So the fact that you guys can feel so confident communicating your dark sense of humor to me, like I don't mind it. I find it funny. And then and I think that once people realize that, it kind of helps them like ease up on some of the things. Not everybody in here, but some of you guys, I see y'all easing up and softening up on me. I'm wearing you down, ain't I? I'm glad you feel happy, mummy life. Ananya, peace, Verma. Um, but yeah, again, if you guys would like a personal reading, I do personal like birth chart and numerology chart readings. I do have a deal going on right now for $22. You can get your name and your life path number read with a tarot spread, and then also another package I have is getting your personal numbers read for the month of for the year, the whole year. I will give you your personal numbers, and that one is also $22. So those are the two $22 specials I have right now. But yeah, I also have other kind of readings. I do payment plans. I do bartership. This is the last month of nominating your healers. I do an annual Cosmic Nobodies convention. This is our 5th year, y'all. I make these Organite awards. They're beautiful. They're huge. They have your face and your name on them. And it's every year at the last weekend of August. And if all goes well, I will be in Arizona. We will be on the land doing the Cosmic Nobody Convention. And that is really exciting. So, yeah. This is, like I said, this is the last month of nominations. It's free to nominate and it's free to be nominated. So you guys can reach out to me on my Instagrams or my email, lesnobodies@gmail.com. If you guys want the nomination form, it's like a Google document form. It's real easy to fill out, y'all. It's nothing too crazy. And so, yeah. And then in mid-March, probably mid-March, beginning of January, you guys will start receiving your flyer. For those of you guys who accept your nominations, you guys will start receiving your flyers and acceptance to the Telegram group. And I love it because, for the next like for like the next like 5 months, 4 or 5 months, you guys, get to know other cosmic nobodies. And I love seeing the connections and people start to make friends and people start dating each other. And, so many things that start to happen from all these people aligning with one another. And then we meet each other at the convention. And hopefully this year it'll be a 3-day event. And, the 3-day event, it was beautiful having a different kind of healing, eat things going on and stuff like that. I'm really excited about how this year's might turn out. I have this whole vision in my head, and if it doesn't happen this year, it's definitely happening next year. Definitely planting this seed. It's gonna be an event. I'm trying to be as big as the Essence Festival. You hear me? Whole weekend long, the whole town involved, stores involved, motels involved. Like that's the goal. And it just so happened that I bought land in a small Arizona town that they don't got shit going on. They don't even know sunshine on the way. So, I got this whole vision. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. You guys can come on my page. If you go on my page, you'll see like I did do a whole 2025 numerology planetary forecast for the whole year. I did the planetary forecast from new moon to new moon. So, you guys got that up there as well. I do have a music playlist if you like affirmation music. So that's also up there. And again, if you guys want access to my astrology one-on-one class, that's a master class I just did this past Sunday. It is $44 right now to download. And you guys message me for that. I also have another free master class coming up. It's for build your own tarot cards. So if you guys are interested in building your own tarot cards, the master class coming live is free, but if once I record it and stuff, then yeah, I'll be charging for that one as well. Hey Ezekiel, my son's name is Ezekiel. Peace. Where are you at? Tombstone, AZ? No. It just so happens I'm in Sun Valley, Arizona. Isn't that cool? That wasn't even on purpose. I thought that I was going to be in Holbrook, and then I looked up the coordinates of where I'm at, and it said Sun Valley. And I was like, oh shit, it's sunshine. We like it here. So I'm very excited. I'm still nominating you, Sunshine. I appreciate it. I had somebody nominate me for all of the for all the categories, even categories I don't feel like I don't cook. I don't do cooking blogs, and I still got nominated for that. I think that's hilarious. 7 sizzling sausages in a saucepan. I don't have in a list. I might do that on purpose. What's that name of that show? I want to say is it Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell? When he be like, check out these guns. I got these muscles. That's why sometimes I might do it on purpose, but I don't got no list. But I do hope y'all have a good day. I'm grateful I got to share these laughs with you guys. Thank you. I'm happy for me. I'm happy for the we. My North Node is an Aquarius, so whatever I do for myself, I do for the collective. It's everything is always bigger than me. So, it's never just me. And I think that's the power of being an 11 life path or two. You learn to be more with the we and less about me and my and what I got. So I hope that you guys know that it's not just me, it's us. So I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm still awake. I'm about to make music and shit. This moon is invoking cool stuff for me. I appreciate y'all tapping in always. Peace to the tribe. I am because of you too.